So, how divided by the peripheral nervous system? The peripheral nervous system, it is divided into two parts. One is the sensory PNS, sensory peripheral nervous system, and second is the motor peripheral nervous system. Okay. So, what is the sensory peripheral nervous system, or what is the motor nervous system? Sensory peripheral nervous system, it is also further divided into two parts. Like so, first it is the spatial sensation. First part is the
Spatial
spatial sensation, spatial sensation, and another is the general sensation. Okay. So what is the difference between spatial sensation and the general sensation? Spatial sensation and the general sensation. So spatial sensation and general sensation. Spatial sensation is are generated by the special part of the body. Spatial sensation are generated by the special part of the body, and general sensation are generated by the more part of the body. Like spatial sensation is example, like visual, we can't see only eyes, we can't see with your hands, fingers, foot, we can't see. Okay. Next, hearing, we can't see, we can't hear eyes, we can't hear with tongue. Taste, tastes. Okay. Tastes. And sense of balance, visual, we can see with the eyes. Hearing, we can hear with the ear. Taste, we can taste only with our tongue, not like hand, we can't taste with our foot, we can't taste with the fingers. Okay. So this is the spatial sensation. Next, general sensation. General sensation, it is divided into two parts: somatic sensation and the visceral sensation. General sensation are divided into two parts: somatic sensation and visceral sensation. What is the somatic sensation and what is the visceral sensation? So somatic sensation is from the skin, subcutaneous tissue, superficial or the body, also come from the locomotor system. So somatic sensation, this sensation we can feel with our skin, subcutaneous tissue and locomotor response. Okay, this is the somatic sensation. Visceral sensation, it is like the inner body, deeply body, like dull pain, dull pain. You heard like dull sound, we can, and dull pain like in the inner organ of the body. This is the general definition of the specific sensation and the general sensation. Next, motor peripheral nervous system. This is the sensory peripheral nervous system. Sensory peripheral nervous system, it is further divided into two parts: specific sensation and the general sensation. Specific sensation, it is only the special part of the body, like visual with eyes, hearing with ear, taste with tongue, sense of the balance with the vestibular cochlear, the balance of the vestibular cochlear. Okay, general sensation, it is divided into two further part: the somatic sensation and the visual sensation. Somatic sensation like the skin, subcutaneous, and the locomotor response, and visceral sensation, it is like the dull pain. Okay, so next, what is the motor peripheral nervous system? I'm using here is, this is the motor peripheral nervous system, and we already discussed the sensory PNS. We already discussed this. So now discuss with the motor peripheral nervous system. Okay, the motor peripheral nervous system is the motor under the control of, like, there is also two type of the motor response. Like, first is under control, and second is cannot control, can't under control. Okay, cannot control. What is the under control? Like, somebody have very nice tea in front of on the table, and he want to take tea by hand. If he want take tea, and he can sip. If he didn't want take tea, he can't sip. So let's see here, I can put this up, and I cannot put this. This is, I can't move this. This is in under of my. So second is can't control, like heartbeat. We can't control our heartbeat. Okay, we can't control our heartbeat. Like, second example, like, if we close the eyes, we can't see. If we open the eyes, we can see. This is the under control. Like, blood flowing, we can't control, or we can't close to our blood flow. Okay, this is the can't control. This is not our under control. There's two type of the motor response. So this type of motor response under control, this type called somatic motor response. This type called somatic motor response. And can't control, it is called autonomic. We can't control, like BP, heart rate. We can't change our heart rate. Okay, so this type called autonomic motor response. Okay, this type motor response are divided into two types: under control and can't control. Like, under control, we can't we can do what we want, and can't control like heartbeat we can't control, blood flowing of the brain we can't control. Okay, if somebody want I didn't want today blood flow in the brain, I didn't want, like somebody take a chicken piece in the mouth and he that after some time chicken piece goes in the stomach, so nobody can't control like please stomach my chicken piece digest after 2-3 weeks laterally, so we can't control that system. So this type system is called autonomic motor response, and called under control like our visual. If you want see this diagram, or like we can't we see, if our eyes is open we can see this diagram, if our eyes is closed we can't see this diagram. This is our under control. If you want we can see, if you didn't want we can't see. This type is called somatic motor response, and can't control like autonomic motor response. So next, autonomic motor response also divided into two part. It is also divided into two part: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nerve system. It is further divided into two parts: sympathetic nervous system, this is the sympathetic nervous system, and this is the parasympathetic nerve system. So next, this is the general classification of the nervous system. Next, another classification of the nervous system. This is the general classification of the nervous system, like another classification of the nervous system. Here is the PNS, peripheral nervous system. Okay, the peripheral nervous system also divided into two part: afferent and efferent. Afferent and efferent. Okay, afferent don't have subdivision, and efferent have some division, like somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. Efferent have some division: somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Okay, next, somatic nervous system don't have further division, is not have further division. Autonomic nervous system have the further division, that is the sympathetic nervous system, and next is parasympathetic nervous system. This is the another definition of the central nervous system, and the CNS also have the brain and the spinal cord. Next, can anybody tell me how made up the nervous system?